everybody, my name's Robert and I am joined by Tim and Steven, and we're here to share some spoilers from the next Lord of the Rings adventure pack. It's called the Dunland Trap. So let's jump right in.
Yeah? I love everything here.
It's pretty exciting. So, first up, we have a Blue Mountain Tracker. He's a 2-cost, 1 willpower, 0 attacky, 1 defendy, 2 hit pointy dwarf, and he reads, Action! Choose another player. Tim. That player gains control of the Blue Mountain Tracker. Then that player moves 1 resource from the resource pool of a hero he controls to the resource pool of a hero you control. Or Blue Mountain Trader, is discarded.
Yeah. All right.
Why would you trigger this if they weren't going to give you the resource?
Love it. Well, it could lead to a really hilarious situation. If we ever do Silent Lord of the Rings, which we've talked about a lot, where it's like, trigger this action, and it's like, now I got to give him one because I don't want him to just lose his thing, and because I gain control of this, so I may as well do it.
That's right.
The coolest thing for me is like I always loved Spirit Dwarf decks, and just getting another reasonably costed dwarf to get the buffs from all the different dwarf heroes is really significant. Ability aside.
Yeah.
And this ability seems like kind of a clutch thing where it's like I need just 1 more resource to make something amazing happen for all of us.
That's
like
true.
To lower your threat or to get you from 49 down to reasonable levels. I just need 1 resource. I'm going to give this over, and it's like, okay, here you go. Here's a resource. I'll take it.
Dwarves don't have to be too impressive these days to be worth running, so I think you're exactly right on that assessment.
Blue Mountain Trader, man. How cool.
It's great. And that pony, too.
The pony.
We were talking about that earlier. He's got to be like the smallest pony.
Very small pony. And he's got 1 quest. For 1 quest, 2 health.
2 health is the big deal.
It's solid.
I can't bring myself to run 1 hit point allies anymore. It's just such a liability.
They get rolled.
They do. Why don't you hit that next one, Tim?
All right, up next we have Close Call. It is a tactics event. It is 0 cost. It is doomed X. Response. Cancel X damage. Just dealt to a hero.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Right? Mm-hmm. It is fantastic. It's getting one of those weird cards where you don't want to plan for, like, decimation.
Yeah.
But sometimes this card single-handedly saves the game for you.
Yeah, it's aptly titled because, especially within the last week or so, there's been some quests going on where a surprise Shadows card is doing lethal damage to one of your heroes that you just weren't anticipating. This can prevent some, if not all of it, and really give you a close call. It's the kind of thing that can either make or break a game when you can just say, oh no, my hero isn't dead. I'm not losing all those resources.
And you can do it to save someone else's hero too, which is worth noting.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're a spirit player that had to take that big bad guy?
Yep.
Don't worry.
Sorry about that,
guys. I've got you guys. And more tactics seems to be playing more than just the role of give me all the stuff and I'll kill it. It's also starting to play a more cooperative, like let me prevent this damage, let me bring all these guys to me, So I really do enjoy that facet of tactics right now.
Yeah, we're calling it like combat management as just opposed to the fighter. It's like, that's a little bit more appropriate.
Well done. Well done, tactics. Well, I'm going to go to the Nayth Guide, which is the single prettiest card that I have yet seen in Lord of the Rings. It is Magali. Every time I say...
Wait, have you seen that Arwen?
Yeah, I have. You're right. But look at her. She's got her hand up. She's just like feeling it out.
Galadriel's coming too.
Oh, it's just so cool. Every time I'm really struck by a card, or especially like a portrait like this, it's Magali every time. So love this card. 2 cost, 1 quest, 1 attack, 0 defense, 1 health. Sylvan and Scout, and it's in leadership, which is maybe the most important thing to me because I feel like that is the branch of the 4 that kind of needs to have something useful, really consistently useful to do. And let's see if this is it. Response: after Nayth Guide enters play, choose a hero. That hero does not exhaust a quest this round.
That could be massive.
I just think this is a great effect. You're already getting a quest on the board by playing this character. You're getting probably 2 to 3 free questies out of this. You can choose any hero. Man, talk about what a leadership card should probably look like.
Yeah.
I feel like this is it. I'm helping everyone do their best.
But wait, I'm going to show you where to go.
There's more.
But and this is a particularly good match because we're going to get eventually it might even be this pack. I can't remember. Celeborn, who is a leadership Sylvan traded ally that will make her get plus
balance,
1.
right?
Oh, well, she gets plus 1.
Oh, nice.
Whenever a Sylvan ally comes into play, they all get plus 1 to all their stats. So she'll be questing for 2, and then Celeborn doesn't have to quest because of her ability and all this kind of stuff. So it just syncs beautifully right.
Don't we have the elf bounce stuff coming down?
Exactly. Yeah.
So you throw her out, throw her back in.
Yeah.
More non-kneeling. It's
out and in. That's what I would say.
And
it's really good.
Another cool option is if you're playing with another player who is running Glorfindel, they didn't get their light that they needed, so now he can quest without committing and raising threat and all that good stuff. There's just all kinds of little tricks you can play with this.
How beautiful, yeah. This is a great card. This is a really good design for me. I really, really like this card.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to running that.
And look at the little leaves over on the side there.
Yeah, that's right.
Has that always been there?
I think those have always been there, yeah.
Man.
It's so much beauty
Learn things
in a single
every day.
card. All right. Last card. It's the White Council. You want this. It's cost X, and it's an event. It's neutral, of course. X is the number of players in the game, and then it reads action. Starting with the first player, each player chooses one different option. Either ready a hero he controls, or she, I suppose, why not? Add 1 resource to the resource pool of a hero he controls, draw 1 card, or shuffle 1 card from his discard pile back into his deck.
So,
wow.
If I'm reading this correctly, does that mean that every player has to choose something that hasn't been chosen yet?
Correct.
When it comes to them? Each player chooses one different option.
That's correct.
So that is great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is a moment at the table where you literally have to negotiate, and it feels very much like the White Council. Right? It's like, well,
what is
I
everybody
really
going to
need
do?
a card right now, guys. And it's like, well, I need a card too, but I guess I could just take the resource. And can you shuffle 1 card? It's like, yeah, I can shuffle that thing back in. Mm-hmm. Talk about how cool this card is.
Yeah, I love this card. It's great. I don't see any reason to not run it, especially in a 3 or a 4 man group, because there's so many different little things that are going on here that'll probably come in handy at any given time, especially that ready a hero you control.
I feel like 3 is the magic number for this card. Like, this will be the best in 3-player games.
And it's neutral, which is really good. So your resources, sometimes you'll stack up resources on characters just because you need the hero and maybe you don't have that much to play out of that sphere.
Yeah.
You can play this, and it really works well in decks that do feel like stack a lot of resources. I've seen a lot of games where you have your resource combo, Steward of Gondor, and various things that's working really well, but you just don't have the cards to play it, or you stack like 6 to 8 resources on something, and it's just sitting around. Why cancel it out, man?
There you go.
Really good.
That's all. Just go to the council.
Man, okay, so
over,
4 cards from Dunland, and all of them... Just to me, I feel like
great.
Beautiful
Yeah,
cards.
they're very interesting.
It's exciting. These packs just keep getting better and better.
Better and better.
Better and better. Whew. So that's it.
Better and better.
This pack is coming out this month. If you'd like to pre-order that, you can find it on our store at teamcovenant.com/store. Or if you're a Lord of the Rings subscriber, it'll come to you automatically.
It'll be there.
Which is great.
Boom.
Right there. So thanks for joining us, and hopefully we will have more spoilers for Lord of the Rings coming to you as soon as we get them.
Bye, guys.